Hello again, everyone. Ambassador Terrio and another What Are You Doing? Year 3 interview. And we are welcoming Ruta Stasiunaite. Ruta, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk about this. What are we doing?
What are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, you want to know too, right? So, Ruta Stasiunaite, what are you doing?
Great question, Terry. Well, what I do is I help accomplished men to improve their relationships and to build physical as well as emotional intimacy. And that is my passion for a long time. After working with people of all walks of life from all over the world, of all age groups, women and men, and what I realized is that men, specifically in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, they really struggle with their relationships. A lot of them have accomplished so much in their lives. They have succeeded, they have ticked a lot of boxes, they have really worked hard their entire lives and been the providers and been the fathers and the friends and the husbands and the partners and the sons and so on and so forth. And yet what they have forgotten is that deep connection with themselves, which is exactly what enables them to connect with other people, especially with their partners. So that's what I'm extremely excited about and passionate about, helping men, specifically also helping them to learn how to express themselves and how to communicate and how to become in control over their minds and their thoughts.
Fabulous, fabulous. Now, you and I share the same target market, and a lot of my new mentees are in their 50s. They've had a mentee early on in their careers, and now they're looking for a different level of mentee. That's mentor. That's where it kind of come in. I'd like you to expand on some of the things that you do for your clients, and I think it's quite interesting. I've looked through your posts and things on your profile. Can you expand on that?
Sure. So the main thing that we do, what we start with, is diving into what it is that you want. As simple as that. How do you envision your life to be? How do you envision your life 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And more often than not, people imagine themselves being happy. That's what they actually ultimately want. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you end up, how successful you are, as long as you feel in alignment with what you deeply desire. So we dive into envisioning the best life that you can ever live. And if you have never read a book of not Brené Brown, it's someone who wrote about the 5 top regrets of the dying, an Australian nurse. And she keeps on talking about the top regret is that they have not worked on their relationships. They have not stayed with friends. They have not cultivated healthy relationships with people they really cared for. So what we do with my clients, with the people that we work together, or I just simply support them. If somebody wants to reach out to me, I'm always happy to have conversations with incredible human beings who want to improve their relationships. So what we do is we dive into what it is that makes you a happy human being. How can you regain control over your thoughts, your beliefs, your behaviors, instead of being thrown around by your mind? Oftentimes we lose track and lose control over our minds, and we over-identify what the mind is chattering about, which is a very counterproductive thing to do. And yet, the vast majority of human beings on this planet don't realize that they actually have a choice. They have the control. They can choose to think a certain thought, to believe a certain thought, to go on that train of thought or not. So that's what we do. We learn how to think, what to believe, so that they create the life that they want.
Fabulous. Gentlemen, are you feeling an alignment? Maybe you should reach out to this fabulous person doing some outstanding work. Thank you, Ruta, for coming. This has been great.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Consortium, the business model for the 21st century.